Dear Diaries. Shush. Dear Diary. Dear Diary, Knitwhim here. Today I wanted to share a finished object that I'm really excited about. This crochet shawl is called the fruit shawl. And the designer is Vicarno. I'll put a link in the description. I believe the designer's name is Annalias, but their design site is Vicarno, and it's the fruit shawl. It's a crochet shawl with fingering weight yarn, and I am so in love with it. Check this out. It is so great. I'm just gonna get really close up so you can see it. This shawl is very special to me too because the yarn that I used to crochet it is my own hand spun. It's 8 ounces, 2 4-ounce braids. The first braid was this lovely and gorgeous blues and teals and blacks, and then the second skein that I made, the second 4-ounce braid, was all these nice and lovely neutral tones. The fiber was, I believe, by a dyer called 2 If by Hand, and I spun this yarn way back in 2015, so it's been a long time in progress. I'm just so happy with it. I almost stopped before this border. The main body of the shawl is pretty easy, pattern repeat, but then when you get to the end, this border for me personally was much harder to do. Not really harder, but like for the main body, you're just going, and it's very fast. It's almost as fast as just doing double crochet or something, because most of it is just double crochet with a few small differences here and there, whereas the border at the end, you're doing all these chains and these flowers, and they weren't harder, they just were slower to do, if that makes sense. But I'm so glad I decided to stick with it and not quit, because I think the border really makes the shawl. I'm just so happy with this. It's really big. It felt small before I blocked it, and then look at that. I blocked it and now it's just huge. It sits really nice just by itself. And then if you hitch it up, I usually like to have my shoulders, my arms usually aren't cold. It's usually my shoulders like this. And then you can have your cleavage area covered. Or if you are very cold and you want to wear it as a scarf, which I do like wearing my shawls as scarves too, then it's very nice and big, and you can just like that. And you can mess around with it. I like to mess around with it so that it's still covering my shoulders and functioning as a scarf. So I'm doing this with my glasses off because I'm trying out a new ring light, and the only downside with it is that it puts this really big, obvious ring of light on your glasses, obviously. So that's a no-go. So then I think this is probably how I'll wear it the most when fall comes and when it's actually cold, because right now it's not that cold. It's like 90 degrees outside right now. But yeah, I'm just so excited. I'm really happy with how it came out, and I can't wait. I have a bunch more shawls planned that I want to make, and I'm excited. It's great. I enjoyed sharing my final object with you, my finished product, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Until next time.